Welcome to Belfast Loch. Well, if you're not a local around here, you're going to have to take my word for it, because it's one of those misty days where you can't really see too much of what's going on. But Belfast is in the background there, the north coast of Down is over there, and we are on the north coast of Belfast Loch. And I'm going to give you a brief geology tour here of some of the things that you can see. At the moment I am standing on something that was formed around about 60 million years ago, around about the same time that Jan's Causeway was formed, by very, very similar processes. This is a volcanic dike, probably made of dolerite. A thin sheet of magma rose up to the crust and cooled and hardened, and it has been exposed at the surface here by the processes of erosion. It's very, very linear, and it goes down very deep into the ground. When we come back down here, you can see this linear pattern continuing, but it's an interesting little pattern. We walk on down here, we begin to see something beginning to emerge that is slightly different. There's your basalt there, and there's something in between that is a little bit different. And if we come down here, we begin to get a little bit of a clearer picture of what it actually is. And just come up onto this vantage point here. I'm still standing on the dike here, the dolerite, but this gives me a view of something that's different. You can see the dike going down there, very, very thin, maybe just about slightly more than a metre wide. But then the dike either splits, or maybe it's a second dike, but there's another dike going down there. And what appears to happen here is that these two dikes, as they've risen up through the crust, risen up through the rock, they have produced this. The rock that they rose up through here is mudstone. It's just over there. But this has clearly been metamorphosed by the processes of the heat and the pressure of these dikes forcing their way up, the magma coming into the crust. It's been compressed, and you see very, very clear planar pattern to it all the way down. And what we're looking at here is the more metamorphosed product of the mudstone, which is your slate, forming those very clear planes that the slate particularly forms. And the dike splits down there, and you have this wedge of metamorphosed mudstone forming in towards that slate in between the two of them. And we come down here off the slate down onto the dike again, a bit of metamorphosed rock on the other side of it, and we're down here to the country rock, we're down here to the mudstone. Very, very soft rock, very, very easily broken and crumbles down. So, sedimentary rock formed by the deposition of mud, metamorphic rock, and igneous rock, all on the shores of Belfast Loch.